Good morning, dear cadets. So, as far as coordination compound is concerned, all the basics you have got. Now, this is the time to teach you IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. So, here IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound. And as far as examination is concerned, definitely 2 to 3 marks question they are asking from this particular part. Okay. So here I will write the set of rules, and after writing the set of rules, miniature of these rules also I will write. One particular, just 2 lines rule I will write. You should remember that rule only. Here some common rules are there, so you will not forget, I know. But those basics rules at the end I will write. Don't think that these are irrelevant. They are only relevant. Only the thing is miniature, means short form I will write that one. Okay, you should remember this one. But before going to the short form, what should be there? There should be overview of all these rules. When you know all these, then only you go for the miniature form of this rule. Always remember, in teaching what should be there? B should not go from, what to say, means B should not go simple to detail. B should go detail to simple. If you know the detail, simple already you will develop in your brain, in your mind. Very easily you will come to know. Okay. And after that I will teach you, means all those rules which are written here, their application. Will take here 10-15 coordination compound and name it. So when I will name it, then all these rules will be applicable and you will be used to these rules. So first you just take care these rules. First rule is all names should be written in small letter. That is the first rule. Means coordination compound name should be begin with the small letters only. Even first letter should not be capital. It should be in small letter only. Second one, there should be a gap between the name of ion present in ionization sphere and coordination sphere. Central, in coordination sphere, how many things are there? 2 things are there. Central metal atom or ion and ligands. Okay. Atoms, here write ions also. Okay. Ion. But should not be gap between the name of central metal atom and central metal atom or ion and ligand present in coordination sphere. Listen this rule properly. Now there are ionization, there is a ionization sphere. Left hand side of the square bracket and right hand side of the square bracket. So whenever you are writing the name of coordination compound, there should be a small gap between the ions present in the ionization sphere. Let it be in left hand side or right hand side, but there should not be a gap between the names of central metal atom and ligand present in the coordination sphere. They should be written as a one entity, one identity, correct or not? But ionization sphere ion and coordination sphere means ligand and central metal atom name, small gap should be there. You will come to know, don't worry, I will write the name. Next one is ions present in ionization sphere. Their number should not be mentioned. Just try to understand. Here, suppose this is K4, FeCN6, bracket close. So its name is, just see here. This is the ion which is present in ionization sphere. Okay, so what is the name of this one? Potassium. Okay, potassium. Remember, ions present in the ionization sphere, their number should not be mentioned. Just check here. Ion present in ionization sphere, their number should not be mentioned. So you should not write tetrapotassium. You should not write tetrapotassium. Potassium. Now here what is there? It is better to complete these rules, then we'll go for the naming of that. Then it would be better. Okay. So now ions present in ionization sphere, their number should not be mentioned. Means it should not be tetrapotassium. It should be potassium only. Now rules for naming the coordination entity are sphere. Means rule for naming the things which are present inside the square bracket. Means ligand and central metal atom. So number 1, ligand should be named first. Ligand should be named first. Okay. So just see here which is the ligand. Cn is the ligand and their number should be mentioned. Ligand should be named first. If more than one ligand is present, they should be named alphabetical order of their name. Here fortunately only one type of ligand is there. If more than one ligand is there, then alphabetical order. Okay, will give you the example, don't worry, isn't it? Next one is, after naming the ligand, central metal atom or ion should be named followed by their oxidation number in Roman numeral in parenthesis. If complex is anionic, negatively charged, then 8 words should be added at the end of name of central metal atom or ion. Okay, just see, you are facing problem in these rules. Just see, don't worry. First rule is ligand should be named first. So just see, which is the ligand here? Cyano. So how many ligand number should be mentioned? These ions which are present in the ionization sphere, their number should not be mentioned. But the ligand should be. Now some more rules will come. Don't worry. Don't think that these many rules are there. Many rules are there. We'll write those rules also. Ligand should be named first. So name the ligand, their number first. Now this is the potassium present in the ionization sphere. Now small gap. Hexa. Hexa means 6. Then cyano. Now try to understand. If ions are present in the left hand side of the ionization sphere, so what would be the coordination entity? Coordination entity will be negatively charged. So if coordination entity is negatively charged, then 8 words should be added at the end of name of central metal atom or ion. So potassium hexacyano ferrate 8. Then what should be there? What is its oxidation number? Oxidation number is 2. So here 2 oxidation number in Roman numeral and bracket close. Okay, this is there. Still clarity is not there. I have to write some more rules and afterwards I will give you some example, then you will come to know. Remember, 8 word is only. While seeing the coordination compound, your first step is decide whether the coordination entity will be anionic or cationic type. If it is cationic, then the name of central metal atom should be written without 8. If it is negatively charged entity, then 8 words should be added at the end of name of central metal atom or ion. Okay, that you should remember. 2-3 more rules are there and afterwards I will write the names of coordination compound. Don't worry. So dear cadets, we'll complete left of rules and afterwards we'll give you the example. So the 4th one rule is that one. We are still in the rules for naming the coordination entity. So till 4 I have explained. Now this is the 5th one. If common ligands are present more than one time, then di, tri, tetra word is added to indicate their numbers like 2, 3, 4 respectively. So for 2 di, for 3 tri, for 4 tetra, isn't it? Like just see here. H2O, this is aqua. Water in coordination compound is known as aqua. So what is this one? Penta aqua. So penta, that indicate their number 5. And just now I finished K4FeCN6. So that was the cyanide ligand, cyano ligand. So hexa word we have added or not? So indicate their number. What should be there? Di, tri, tetra, penta, hexa word should be added. Okay. Next one is, there are some ligands that they have got di, tri, tetra word in their name itself. Like just see, ethylene diamine. Di word is there or not? Just see here. ethylene diamine, NH2CH2CH2 NH2. So if they are present more than one time in coordination compound, then if you will write di, so di word will come two times, diethylene diamine. So confusion would be there or not? Diethylene diamine. So that problem has been sorted out by adding the word bis for their number 2, just like see here, NH2CH2CH2 NH2 two times is there. So just write the bis, that will indicate their number 2 and their name inside the bracket, small bracket, ethylene diamine. Suppose they are 3, just see here 3 is there. So for 3, tris, now bracket their name. So confusion won't be there. Suppose 4 is there, then what is there? For di, bis, for tri, tris, then tetrakis, pentakis, like that word should be added. Okay. Next one is, at the end of negatively charged ligand, O word should be added, like OH negative, it is hydroxy, but hydroxo, chloro or chlorido, cyanido or cyno. If negatively charged ligand is there, so O word should be added at the end of their name. Imido, what is this one? Imido. Now what is NH2 2 negative? Now NH2 single negative. What is this one? Amido. Actually this is amino group, amido, but in coordination compound they have got different name. Once again I am telling, NH3, that is not ammonia in coordination compound, that is amine, AMMINE. Remember this one, okay? That is neutral ligand. At the end of positively charged ligand, IUM word should be added. Just see here. This is NO2 single positive, nitronium, NO single positive, nitrosonium. So remember their name also, okay? So in this way, now still some rules are there, but they are for the special type of coordination compound. General rule is over. Now I will give you the practice and will solve their name. Then you will come to know. So whatever rules I taught you, now those rules are related with two types of coordination compound. So now I am writing in the short form, means basic rules are those only. Now rules for naming coordination compound containing positively charged ion in ionization sphere, means left side. So if ions are present in the ionization sphere in left hand side, what kind of coordination entity would be there? Negatively charged complex, negatively charged complex. So for them what is the rule? Just see, positively charged ion name without its number, okay, without its number. Like here just see, we should not write tetrapotassium, only potassium, okay. Similarly here 3 potassium should not be written, only potassium. So the ions which are present in the left hand side of the coordination sphere, their number should not be mentioned, provided they are positively charged ion, okay. All those example I wrote here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, all belongs to this category only. Afterwards whose name should be there? Ligand name as per alphabetical order of their name, okay. Already I taught this rule, okay. Now if more than one ligand is there, then alphabetical order. Like here just see, in those 2 cases only one type, all 3 cases only one type of ligand is there, so alphabetical order is not used, okay. And now already rule I told, if more than one ligand is present, so their number should be indicated by di, tri, tetra, pentra. So basic rules are those only, just in miniature form I am writing here. Afterwards what should be there? Now by seeing the formula only, just see, by seeing the formula only you will come to know that this coordination complex would be negatively charged or not, because when it will be ionized, so these 4K positive will come out, and here 4 negative would be there, here 3 negative, here 2 negative, here 3 negative, here single negative, here 3 negative. In this case also coordination sphere will have 3 negative, here single negative it will have, correct or not? So the moment you see the coordination compound, your first task is to decide whether the complex is cationic complex or anionic complex. If it is anionic, like here just see, negatively charged complex, or this can be called anionic complex, then you should follow these rules only. So ligand name should be there. After ligand name, what should be there? Central metal atom or ion name with 8 word. Means central metal atom name must have 8 word as a suffix, not prefix. Now afterwards oxidation number in Roman numeral in small bracket. Just see, will begin. Now just see here. First one is the small letter only. So write down here potassium. Okay, potassium. Then small gap should be there, because now we are beginning with the name of entity which are present in the coordination sphere. Then what is there? Only one type of ligand is there. So hexa, cyano. It is negatively charged ligand. That O word should be there. Cyanido or cyano, both are accepted. Cyanido or cyano. So cyano, hexa, cyano. Then actually it is iron, but it is a negatively charged complex. Then what should be there? Gap should not be there here, because we are naming the entity which are present in the coordination sphere. Ferrate, 8 word I added here. Now what is the oxidation number of iron here? 2. So Roman numeral in small bracket. Over. Name is over. Correct or not? Suppose potassium is not there. Here 4 negative is there. What is there? 4 negative. So here ferrate, here what should be there? Ion. Only that much difference is there. Here it is not ion, but suppose here 4 negative is there, then you should write only ion. Correct or not? So we should be ready for such type of compound also. If they have asked in the ion form, so rule is same only. Only after the name of central metal atom, ion word should be there. Correct or not? Just like this one. This is KMNO4. Correct or not? So this is potassium permanganate. But I may write like that also, na? MnO4 single negative. Okay. Then what should be there? What you will tell? Permanganate ion. So similarly they are also salt only. So just like other compound, ion word should be added. Now what about this one? Now just see. Potassium only. Number should not be mentioned. Here potassium. Okay. Potassium. Then hexacyano. Again what should be there? Ferrate. This time what is the oxidation state? Ferrate, 3rd. Okay. Now if it is ion here 3 negative is there, then here you should write ion. Correct? No problem. Now what about this one? Potassium. Then what is there? Now gap should be there. Tetra, their number should be mentioned. 4 are there. Tetrahydroxo, because it is negatively charged ligand. Tetrahydroxo. Then what should be there? Zincate. What should be there? Zincate. What is the oxidation number? Oxidation number will come 2. Bracket here 2. Over. Now similarly what about this one? Potassium. Just see. Small letter only. Potassium. Then now you have finished the ion name. Number should not be there. Then what kind of ligand this one? Negatively charged ligand. Oxalato. What is this one? Oxalato. What is their number? 2. Di. So potassium. Here dioxalato. Now try to understand. This is 2 negative. What is their charge? 2 negative. So 4. 2 to the 4. Now here potassium dioxalato. You can calculate the oxidation number also. X. So 2 to the 4. Now 3 will go. So 1 will come. Potassium dioxalato chromate first. Chromium chromate. Dioxalato chromate first. Okay. Now what about this one? Just see. Mercury. mercury. Then what kind of ligand this one? Negatively charged ligand only. Now hexathiocyanato, hexathiocyanato, thiocyanato. Now what would be the oxidation state? Just see, 6 is there, so it will come 6 negative, so 1 positive, so 2. Now 3 will come, 2, 4. Let me calculate their oxidation state. See, mistake is caught. Just see here. Chromium will never exhibit +1 oxidation state. Okay, so this compound is wrong. Actually this is 3. Okay, so 3 2s are 6 minus 3. So here what would be there? Oxidation number will come 3. And moreover to this, secondary valency of chromium is 6 only. So it is balanced now. This is bidentate ligand. So 1 bidentate ligand equal to 2. So 3 2s are 6. Similarly here, just see here. This compound is also having, see, 4. Yes, this is 4 here. Yes, now it is correct. Because cobalt will have secondary valency 4. Okay, so now mercury here tetrathiocyanato. Now cobaltate. What is the oxidation state? 3 over. Correct. Now what about the name of this one? This is, let me just, please write down this oxidation number this side, so that I will have place to write their name. Here cobaltate, third only. Okay, I hope that it is visible to you. Now what is the name of this one? Sodium. Okay, sodium. Then what kind of ligand this one? Just see, this is sodium nitrito N, because I told you now 2 types of ligand is there, ONO and NO2, single negative only. So this is nitrito only. What is this one? Nitrito O. This is nitrito N. Okay, because bonding with the central metal atom through N. Here bonding with the central metal atom through O. Okay, so sodium hexanitrito, then cobaltate, here oxidation number 3rd. Okay, this is there. Now 2 more are there, very easily we can write. Just see here. What is the name of this one? First one is potassium only. Potassium. Then just see, here 2 types of ligand is there. 2 types, cyano and nitrosyl. So see, alphabetically who is coming first? Cyano. So potassium pentacyano. Then what is there? Nitrosyl. Then what is there? Ferrate. What is the oxidation number? This is nitrosyl is neutral ligand, so it will come 2. Ferrate second. Now what about this one? Sodium dicyanoaurate. Gold is aurate. What is the oxidation number? First. Okay, in this way you should name. So you should be perfect with the name of ligand, calculation of oxidation number and order I told you. There is one more thing here. While deciding the alphabetical order of ligand, we should not consider di, tri, tetra. These numbers are just to indicate their number. They are not the part of their name. Remember this one. And somewhere you can write here. While deciding the alphabetical order, I am writing here. Just see. While deciding the alphabetical order of ligand, di, tri, tetra word should not be considered. They are just for indicating their number. Here I am writing there. They are just for indicating their number. They are not part of their name. Remember this one. Okay, so in this way the rules for naming coordination compound containing positively charged ion in ionization sphere is over. Means negatively charged complex name is over. Now what about positively charged complex? Now this won't be there. Just don't worry, I will write further. So just see, dear cadets, here rules for naming coordination compound containing negatively charged ion, just opposite of previous one. There what was there? Positively charged ion was present in the ionization sphere, means left hand side. Now negatively charged ion in ionization sphere, right hand side. So what kind of complex is it? Is cationic complex. Just see example I wrote here. Suppose just first see the formula of coordination compound. If ions are present in the right hand side of the coordination sphere, so the complex will acquire here positive charge. Correct or not? See, in all cases like that only. Just whatever rules earlier you have written, I have divided those rules into two parts. Just one, if this coordination entity have got negative charge. When it will have negative charge? When ions are present in the left hand side of ionization sphere. If ions are present in the right hand side of ionization sphere, then it will be positively charged. So the first rule I already told you. Now this is the second rule. Now there is a one category of compound where neither side ion is present, neither right hand side nor left hand side. So they are neutral, means coordination entity will have zero charge. What is there? Zero charge. Okay, means they will be neither cationic complex nor anionic complex. Separately I will deal with them also, don't worry. Many are there. Now first just concentrate on this one. So they are positively charged cationic complex, positively charged coordination entity. And what should be the rule? Just see, ligand name. Here what is there? First ligand name. In earlier case what was there? Name of ions which was present in the ionization sphere, left hand side. Here what is there? Left hand side nothing is there. So we'll begin with the ligand name as per alphabetical order of their name. So just see, this is amine, this is aqua. Okay, so just see, amine means AMMINE, that is for NH3, and aqua means AQUA, aqua, this is for H2O. So now the first letter is A only, then it is not a deciding letter. Then go for the second letter, which is coming first. Here M is coming, here Q. So which should be named first? NH3 should be named first. So name first here. What is this one? Tri. This is common ligand. In their name, di, tri, tetra word is not used. So we'll write here triamine, AMMIN, triamine. Then triaqua, Tri-aqua. Then what is there? What is here? Chromium. Chromium. Now chromate will not come because it is cationic complex. Here I wrote central metal atom ion name without 8 word is there if complex is negatively charged. This complex is positively charged. Then rest rule is same. Oxidation number in Roman numeral in small bracket. The name of negatively charged ion without its number. At the end this will come Cl3. So what is there? Triamine, triaqua, chromium. What is the oxidation state? Just see, both are neutral ligand only, their oxidation state is 0. Now this is only -3 will be there, one Cl negative means minus. Now this is not a ligand, this is counter ion to fulfill the primary valency of chromium. So triamine, triaqua, chromium. Now oxidation state 3rd. Now chloride. This is not a ligand. Now this is a common ion. So Cl negative means chloride ion only. Chloride, correct? Chloride. Over. Number should not be mentioned. What about this one? It is very simple. Just see. First begin with the ligand. What is the name of this one? Dicyno. Okay. Then dicyno silver. If it is negatively charged, then argentate. Now it is positively charged complex. So dicyno, here what is there? Silver. What is the oxidation state? First. Then what is here? Chloride. Over. Now suppose Cl is not there, so here positive charge will come, so this will be chloride. Here dicyno silver first ion. Okay, so I hope that you can do this one. What about this one? Just see here, En3. Now in their name, this is ethylene diamine. What is the IUPAC name of ethylene diamine? Ethane 1,2-diamine. Okay, now in their name di word is there, so it is bit complex ligand. So what would be there? Their number is 3, so we'll write here tris. Now just see here, only one ligand is there, so what we will write here? Tris bracket ethane 1,2-diamine bracket close. Okay, then cobalt, not cobaltate, cobalt. Here what is there? 3rd. Here what is there? Chloride. Over. Number should not be there. What is the name of this one? Just see, here chloro is also there and ethylene diamine is also there. So while deciding the alphabetical order, bis tris should not be considered, only the name of ligand should be considered. So ethylene begin with E and chloro begin with C. So alphabetically which is coming first? C. So what is the name of this one? Dichloro. Okay, then what is there? Bis bracket ethane 1,2-diamine bracket close. Then cobalt. What would be there? Cobalt. What would be the oxidation number? 3 only. Cobalt here 3rd. Then at the end chloride. Okay, so now I hope that you have got this one. Now one more is there here. Just see, here 3 ligand is there: amine, water, aqua and chloro. So just decide the alphabetical order. Out of water and amine, AMM will come first, amine will come, but here chloro is there, so don't worry, just see, tetra, small letter, tetra amine. And now just see, in just now means in organic chemistry what was there? If secondary suffix begin with the vowel, then a of primary suffix should be deleted. Here it is not like that. Here tetra a is there and a of amine is also there, so both a would be retained. Okay, So tetraamine, then aqua, QUA, aqua. Then who will come now? Chloro. What is this one? Chloro. Chlorido also you can write. Chlorido. Then what is there? Cobalt. Then what should be there? Cobalt. What is the oxidation number? Third only. Third. And here small gap. Then chloride. Okay. This is the name. So almost all category of compound I taught you. Now such kind of compound is also there. Here positive charge is there. So ion only will be there. Don't worry. What would be the name of this one? Just see. This is ethylene, bisethylene diamine. And this is nitrito O. Okay. So first decide E. E is coming first alphabetical order. And this nitrito coming, N is coming later on. So first what would be the name of this one? Bis bracket ethane 1,2-diamine. Ethane 1,2-diamine bracket close. Then what would be there? Nitrito O. Then what is there? Cobalt. What is the oxidation number? Third. Then what is there? Chloride ion. Over. So such kind of compound also you may have. Just take care. So dear cadets, just see one more category of compound. So three category of coordination compound would be there. First one where ions are present in the left hand side of the ionization sphere. Second one, ions are present in the right hand side of the ionization sphere. When ions are present in the left hand side, coordination complex would be known as anionic complex. When ions are present in the right hand side, coordination compound is known as cationic complex. But third category is there when neither side ion is present. Just see this side also nothing is there, this side also nothing is there. So rules for naming coordination compound containing no ion in ionization sphere. Neutral complex. What kind of complex they are? Neutral complex. So what should be the rule? Everything is means whatever rule you have followed for the cationic complex, that is only the rule. Now the last here what you have written, the name of ion present in right hand side of the ionization sphere, that won't be there. Just see that only. Rest everything is same only. Just see here. Without 8 only in central metal atom name, 8 words should not be there. Oxidation number in Roman numeral. Just see. First write their name. Now just see here 3 ligand is there: amine, chloro, nitrito, N. So alphabetically which will come first? This will come first. So what is the first one? Di, small letter, diamine, AMMINE, diamine. Okay. Then who will come? Chloro. Gap should not be there. We are writing inside the square bracket entity name, coordination sphere. So bracket should not be there. So diamine, chloro. Then what would be there? Nitrito. Here what would be there? N. Diamine, chloro, nitrito, N. Then what is the next one? Platinum. Okay. Here also platinum. What would be the oxidation number? Oxidation number would be 2. You can calculate oxidation number also. This is there. Now neither side ion is there. What is the name of this one? This is CO ligand. What is the name of CO ligand? Carbonyl. So penta carbonyl iron 0 because this is neutral ligand, so oxidation number will be 0. What is the name of this one? tetracarbonyl nickel, NiCkel, nickel 0 oxidation number because CO is neutral ligand. What is the name of this compound? Just see, diamine, then dichloro, then what is there? Platinum, what is the oxidation number? 2. Now what is the name of this compound? Just see, here 3 ligand is there, PTNH3. I think I already wrote the name of this compound. Okay, already I have written here. If you want to write, so same name, diamine, chloronitrito and platinum second. So in this way I have completed all the 3 category of coordination compound. And just see, first I taught you the common rule which is applicable to all category of compound. Later on the basis of my experience, I have divided into 3 parts. First one for the coordination compound containing negative charge, means for the anionic complex. Second rule for anionic complex. Third one for the neutral complex. Okay, so just see, as per your wish you can remember this one, but there are some common rule which are applicable to all 3 category of coordination compound, like name should be written in the small letter, there should not be a gap between the names of the species which are present inside the coordination sphere. If it is a simple ligand, common ligand, then to indicate their number di-tri-tetra word is used. But if it is complex in the sense di-tri-tetra word is included in their name only, then this tris word should be added to indicate their number. Okay, so there are some common rule and there are some different rules, so I indicated all. In this way IUPAC name is almost completed. There are 2 special category of compound, so we'll complete that one also. Thank you. So please practice this one. Now already the duration of video is exceeding more than 42 minutes. So later on you will raise the complaint. So today I am winding up. All those things which are left I will complete in the next video, and hoping that you will do all those things. Thank you.